Gabe, stop rocking. Gabe, stop rocking.
This chair literally just rocks as I'm sitting here.
Stop rocking.
I'll roll if I want to.
Rockets in the house.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the I Get Really Dizzy Sometimes podcast. We are the captains of industry. To my right, we have Ray Sarategi.
Hello.
To my left, we have Gabe Palucci.
How's it going, everyone?
My name's Lucas Levine.
I don't
we
believe
have
you.
some special guests today, all the way from Boston, Massachusetts. It's Lauren Hohenstein.
Hello. Hi.
And all the way from a few streets over is Allie Belair.
Hello.
Welcome, guys.
Thanks
for having us.
Yeah, we're excited.
All right, don't sound too excited. Okay? All right,
I'm not too excited, so.
So, as it's the beginning of a new year, we thought the topic of this week's podcast should be
How we want to die.
how we want to die. So, what are you guys looking forward to?
Jumping out of an airplane without a parachute.
Gabe, that's so unoriginal.
That's so cliche.
That's
I
so
thought about
cliche.
this a lot, and definitely the worst way to die has to be drowning.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
well, that's
agree.
definitely-
I
Oh,
agree
yeah,
with
probably.
that.
Wait, why is that the worst?
we decided the best way was definitely just vaporization.
They talked about
Vaporization,
this
yes,
in a
we've
podcast.
talked about
I
this
believe this.
in depth, yeah. And
What about,
We did.
like,
We
what,
talked about this in the hot
what about
tub.
like carbon monoxide though, or something
that's
like
not
that?
too bad.
Yeah, I guess that would be. That wouldn't be too bad.
I'm pretty sure
But
That's
I think
kind of like drowning.
vaporization due to like some type of, I don't know, particle accelerator explosion would probably just be the best.
Do you
way
know
to
it's
die.
coming though?
Or, like,
'Cause
launching
if
yourself
you
into
know
the
it's
sun.
coming, that might take away from it though.
Well,
Or is
that
it
would
just
be
like
awful.
you're surrounded?
No, then
You
you just disappear basically.
No,
Yeah, it's
you would burn
instantaneous.
up as you got closer. It's not like you
you
just.
gotta go really
ditch,
fast.
ditch the sun idea, fine.
Oh, you're talking about going into the sun?
That was more a
First of all,
joke
think
than
how much
anything. No,
funding
ma-
that's going to be.
Yeah, true.
Elon
Let's start a
Musk.
GoFundMe to launch me into the fucking sun.
Well, there's the GoFundMe for the guy trying to build his own rocket.
They already did that movie. I rented that movie from Hollywood Video when it was across the street. Remember that?
Hollywood
the farmer
Video.
astronaut?
I loved
Yeah.
Hollywood Video.
Was that movie?
What-
You remember that? Like the astronaut farmer? Was that just what it's called?
I don't.
I know what
remember.
it's
called
Does anyone
Wayne's
know what
World.
I'm talking about? No, it was a real thing.
No, I believe you. I don't recall the movie
Gravity.
though.
I'm gonna look
It's
this up
literally
right
gravity
now.
that you're thinking of.
I'm looking it up.
That's great content, Race.
The Astronaut. 2006 film. I remember because we rented it on DVD and we accidentally returned it.
Ooh.
And they had to call us and they were like, there's a different movie in here.
That is
I don't know what it was.
100% something your family would do a lot, though.
Oh my god, we forgot about it. Oh, it's only got a 6.3 on IMDb. But Billy
forget
Bob
it.
Thornton was in it, so.
Billy Bob Thornton.
So to leave. Wow. I
Nice
can't
try.
English right now.
Laura, what were you trying to say?
Oh, it always bothers me when I'm listening to podcasts and then they start like looking at something or looking something up because I think I paused it and then I check and then they start talking again.
Oh, well, we
That's
kept
all I was
talking.
gonna say.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
why
but
you
yeah,
tried
it was
to kill
fine.
the dead there.
That's why I couldn't finish my sentence.
All right,
That
so
always happens here.
this has been the I Get Really Dizzy Sometimes podcast. That was our whole topic. But yeah, since it's the beginning of a new year, we figured we'd talk about 2017.
2017, everybody.
Is there a question you wanted to ask us, Laura?
There is actually.
Funny you should ask.
What was your rose and thorn this year, guys?
For those who don't know, could you explain what a rose and thorn is, Laura?
Yeah. So it's the best and worst thing that happened to you.
Is the bros the best thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the rose
thank
is
you.
the best thing. Uh-huh.
She does this every goddamn day.
Yeah. So at the end of most days, I ask everyone that is fortunate enough to be with me.
Fortunate?
Shut up, Gabe.
Sorry, I thought that sentence was going to be longer. All right, we'll start right next to you. Allie Belair.
I don't think I should start this one.
Allie Belair. I think you absolutely should.
I think my rose was definitely getting out of Massachusetts and living with two of my best friends.
Oh, yeah, every
What's so bad about Massachusetts? Wait, really quick question. Have you noticed that your Massachusetts pride has gone up exponentially since leaving?
Yes,
I talk about Massachusetts constantly to my roommates. They hate it.
I only live in New Hampshire and I still talk about it constantly.
I constantly blast Young New England by transit.
every single day.
True.
But no, definitely moving to Chicago with you guys because I just needed a change of scenery and this was the perfect place for it.
What a peach.
Yeah. And then,
And what was your thorn, Gaben?
that I didn't die in 2017?
Probably they got Hep C.
Oh, yeah,
Yikes.
Hep C.
You got it from Camilla's.
Yeah. They don't wash Baby Boy.
For those of you who don't know, Camella's dishwasher was quote unquote broken
You're
for a
gonna get
while.
fucking sued.
But it was that they just didn't put more soap in it. So they were just rinsing off their plates and serving them back up.
I mean, to be honest,
I'm so glad I never ate there.
Camella's is a functioning restaurant.
It's the worst.
Is Camel's a
Miss
chain or is
Luigi's.
it just the restaurant?
Oh, it's a chain.
There's a couple of them. I don't
It's
think
most
like
of
a
them are
chain.
takeout, and the one that
Oh, true.
that they work at is like half takeout, half dine-in.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's another dine-in one.
It's weird to me that they have like waiters and waitresses because it like could just as easily function as you going up and getting your food and sitting down at a table.
Right.
Like,
They-
Well, I mean, it's just the atmosphere that
But
they
yeah,
want to
at the same time, there's
project, I feel like.
yeah,
There's
but when
some
I walk in there, it
McDonald's.
just feels like a Zesties, but with
Someone doing
waiters.
more,
Yeah.
more walking for you.
Yeah.
They
Like,
serve.
you get to sit
don't they have
down.
something called like the mess, where they just
Yes.
they just like serve you leftovers
No,
essentially?
what the mess is that they put multiple different types of pasta in one dish together and like just think that that's okay.
Oh, I thought it was like
Like, I hate that.
Allie works at a very nice seafood place. Oh, I'm sorry, Italian restaurant called Louis.
Prestigious restaurant.
It's great.
Called Olivia.
We serve real Italian food.
ooh.
Allie works at only the best food establishments. Food
Nashua,
and
New
doll
Hampshire.
louis.
Lewis.
Louis Day Camp.
Oh, wow.
All right, Lucas. What
Anyways,
was
now that
your
we're off that rant.
rose and thorn? Yeah, we gotta keep going.
Let's see. I'd say my Rose and Thorn were both dropping out of college. Yeah, I just didn't want to be there anymore. And now I'm not, but now I feel the pressures of the real world, which is unfortunate.
I missed that show.
Yeah, honestly.
The real world or
The
college?
real world.
Oh,
The show College.
right.
You know, Skins was actually a documentary.
We have to keep watching Skins. We haven't done
Yeah, I
that
don't
in a
remember
little
where
bit.
we left off.
Probably like episode 5 or 6.
We're still on second gen.
Yeah, we are.
We're not on third yet.
I've never watched Skins.
Me neither.
It's pretty good.
You're probably a little bit saner.
Yeah, you probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's good though.
Ray's, what was your
You're
rose
probably a
and
little
thorn?
less
Your turn.
British.
True. I worked all that British slang into my like daily vocabulary now.
I actually say bruv sometimes.
I said fit like a good amount.
Fit.
Fit.
I'd be cool with you losing fit. Fit and hella, I could stand without.
I'm okay with the hella.
Lost fit.
I think Hella's fine. I never noticed that.
I live with him.
This mic is moving a lot.
What's your rose and thorn, Race?
It's kind of a tough one. It's always a tough one.
Well, I ask every day, so
Yeah.
you think you'd be better at it.
But it's tough every single
I
day.
also haven't seen you in like God knows how long now.
true.
So
So,
I mean, we're
so we
doing-
know what your rose is.
even when I
we
was home,
anticipate.
I like barely saw you.
Yeah. I'm a busy bee.
Save the bees.
My rose was probably also dropping out of college and moving to Chicago with my two best friends. And my thorn is there's way too many.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna
yeah, I was
pinpoint
like-
as my
Yeah.
thorn. I'm like, I don't know, it's just sad.
What's that Census Fail song?
Pick the least dramatic one.
The least dramatic one?
Or the first one that comes to mind, like what I did, and tried to not have dead air.
Yeah. Definitely the same thing you said then. It's just that everything is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, like this whole because your whole life is kind of divided into segments, and then
Part one and part two.
Yeah, the return, rebirth, whatever, all that stuff.
And then the prequels. Ugh.
Yeah, don't even get me started. But like, no, but I feel like now there's just sort of this sort of air of just like,
To the
like
throne?
the air to the
yeah,
you know.
life never stops.
No, but there's just a sort of feeling
I
of
mean, like you're not in like a
yeah, we've done all these steps and now it's just everything else.
true.
Yeah, okay, I feel that. You know what it was? You know what's like weird to me? I was just thinking about this the other day. It's like high school seemed like so long. And now, like, I mean, we dropped out, but now, like, almost all of our friends
Not
are
of high
done with
school.
college.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
we all
dropped out of
graduated high school.
We dropped out of college, but like almost all our friends are done with college. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these past like 3 years have gone by like so fast.
Well, I mean, they also have like that theory that it's just like the days seem shorter, like the months and years seem to go by faster as you get older. That's just because each day, month, year is like less of a fraction of your life.
Yeah, I always think about that.
So like 1 to 2, a year's half your life. 1 to 20.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Math.
Quick math.
Quick math.
Stressing me out. I don't like thinking about time at all.
Oh yeah, no, that's scary as hell.
Yeah.
All right, Laura, what was your rose and thorn?
Oh gosh, I'm really bad at thinking of them myself because usually I have to force it out of my
had
friends.
so much time.
I know, but I usually have to force it out of everyone, and then no one
Gone on,
asks
like
me.
6 rants.
Me?
No, us as a collective.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said I have.
This is a
Okay.
very tangent-filled podcast.
Isn't that
There's
what
no rhyme, no
podcast
reason.
That's what
stands
podcasts are.
for?
Yeah. All right. So my rose was
You got
kind of
this.
broad.
You got
It's kind
this.
of broad, I guess. But just, like I declared a minor in international affairs and like just figuring out kind of more what I want to do with my life. I think I made a lot of progress with that in 2017.
Wow.
You
she
fucked
goes
a married
all
British guy?
The absolute opposite.
That's all I got from that too, Lucas.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
She didn't actually change her major or add a major. She just cheated with a foreign man.
I didn't do that.
Now I get it. International
Yeah, I did.
affairs.
Thank you. Yeah, we got there eventually.
My thorn was that I'm still not doing any of it. Like that I'm still in college, I guess, is my thorn, and that it's kind of not getting old, but like I feel like I didn't really do that much in 2017 because I was just doing so much school.
You were very, very busy.
Yeah,
You've always been very busy though.
It took you
Yeah.
like 3 months to call me back.
I know. I got really, really bad at answering my phone. I guess maybe that's my thorn because I'm really bad at it now. Like
I'm still waiting for a call from Adam Taylor from Christmas 2016.
what was he supposed to call you
Yeah.
about?
What was he supposed to call you about, Gabe?
I forget,
They should have written it down.
but all I know,
We should have wrote it down.
I should have.
All right, well, Alan Spalaire.
Is that what Allie's short for?
I forgot.
What?
I thought it was allowance.
It's short. All right, everybody drink. Gabe said
Oh my
something
God.
actually funny.
Allie's short for allowance.
It is. My thorn was just that I was really sad most of 2017, I guess. But my rose
Same.
is that I really like my major now since I switched it, and that started in early 2017.
Why don't you tell our listeners what that is?
What my major is, I'm now a major in television writing and production, and I love it, and I'm really excited to see where it takes me and all that jazz. So I guess you could say that was my rose. And also that you guys moved here, because it's really cool that
Yeah, there
now
we
I
go.
have Chelmsford friends.
I was waiting for that one.
And also I guess that you guys are here too. That's cool.
How often do you tell people your major and there's like, oh, so SNL, right?
More so when I was a comedy major
True.
for my first semester. Like, oh, so you want to be on Saturday Night Live? And I'm like,
I did not know.
Well,
but
yeah.
You're like, I don't want to say no to that, but
no. People don't really understand what my major is, even though it says it like pretty cut and dry. That it's
Yeah.
Really?
writing
What do
and
they-
producing for television.
What do they think it is?
I know, they're like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I want to write and produce television. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, as
like
if
when you
I'm me
give-
repeating it back at them again. They
everything
understand
just
it.
clicked.
That's like a
I'm
real
like,
thing.
what do you do?
though.
They're like, well, I write and produce. And they're like, oh, okay, well, that's cool.
It's like when you give Donovan Lowe a plastic ball. He goes, okay, I know what this is, but
But
what
like,
is it?
what is it?
All right, but what is it?
Like I know it's a ball, but like what is it?
I found the same thing trying to tell people my major.
Dropping out?
What was your major? Was
Yeah.
was it sound engineering?
Yeah, sound engineering and technology. And they're like, oh, so what's that? And I'd be like,
Engineer
It's a
sound.
know
physics
the-
degree.
you know the guy in the recording studio with all the buttons? That's what I want to be.
That's what my, yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, all the buttons, tight. So you know how to use auto-tune. I'm like, no, I won't do your SoundCloud demo.
People,
Yes, I will.
You're like, I'm going to buy a gun.
people don't really
Put it
ask
in
me
my
that. They just
mouth.
like tell me how much debt I'm gonna be in.
Yeah.
You can say that about anyone
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
to
that
college.
sucks.
I know, but I'm like,
Unless
oh,
you're
I'm-
like a doctor.
well, that's what I'm. Yeah. that's
Yeah,
what I-
but but you are, yeah.
Well, yeah, but then they're like,
Pre-med.
oh, med school's expensive. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
thank you. I have a panic attack about it daily.
Like, I know, yeah.
Thanks for letting me
God,
know.
you live with a former president.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes, I live with
LBJ.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
The ghost of LBJ.
Basically.
You know, they were so afraid of him getting assassinated that he constantly wore a copy of his own head on his shoulders. They wouldn't know which one.
It's
Like
true.
a parrot.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I read it on ClickHole.
Nice.
I love when you share ClickHole articles. It literally makes my day.
People who don't know that ClickHole is like a parody at first are my favorite people.
My
Because like
mom-
sometimes some of their articles are like, be like, okay, that maybe that's true.
Well,
you know?
sometimes real news articles like that are like that now.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, sometimes it's like tough when you can't just like
yeah, like
distinguish
that article
them.
about Sean Spicer crying in the White House bushes. Like that was real, but
I was talking to my grandma about it because she just like scrolls on Facebook and has no clue what she's doing.
Ugh, I
So-
love your grandma.
We
So
all love
one
kids,
day
grandma.
while I was on our account, I followed ClickHole because I thought it was gonna be hysterical.
That's
so
true.
I,
really funny.
podcast.
yeah,
that is pretty
so
good.
We're gonna get her on
I
the
get
podcast.
I'll get calls occasionally and be like, "Hey, did you hear this is going on?" And I just immediately know
like-
what it's from. I'm like, "Oh, is that the ClickHole article?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay."
The news source that I'm listening to, yes.
It's
But
better
I like
than
the
real
ones that are
news,
like the
so-
blurbs,
Yeah.
like
To
what
be-
this person said this week. And
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
the most ridiculous quote. Like
Yeah,
some people will
yeah.
see those and be like, wow, they really said that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You got it.
They
I
did.
like when you can tell that they didn't try to be creative though, and they just kind of spat words on the keyboard.
Those
Yeah.
are some of my favorite.
Oh, Kevin Spacey said green is a shitty color this week.
What do you think working at the ClickHole office is like?
Oh, I bet it's
I think
great.
they might
They did a
be-
live show.
They might be in
I think
Chicago.
they're in
I think they
Chicago.
are.
I think them and the Onion both are based in
Yeah,
Chicago.
because
Yo,
the
I'm
AV Club is
definitely
here,
applying
too.
ClickHole then.
I mean, the Onion owns them.
Because I think Ben is applying to be a intern.
The AV Club just
Oh,
was
really?
had a
That's
job
so
posting
cool.
for a writer.
The what did?
The AV Club, also
Oh.
owned by Onion and everything.
Like that's something
Interning
that I
at
would,
ClickHole
yeah.
would be so-
I'd totally be
yeah.
into looking at that. I think he's looking to intern at the Onion, but
They apparently
either
do like
one.
live things at the Empty Bottle. Like I don't know if it's like once a week or like once a month or something, but
What kind of live things?
like I guess they just do like a live news show.
yeah, I've heard
I
of
don't know.
those.
I've never been, but I've seen it on like the event page and stuff like, that.
But like ClickHole News or like,
yeah, it's like just like
No, ClickHole just presents like Associated Press news.
so. Hey, if I have to fart, should I leave the room?
No, the mic won't pick it up.
All right.
But I'm glad we kept that in there.
But also, like, this is a small room with a closed door. Just think about that.
Even
I'd like to point out that these lights got nowhere near peach.
Yeah, no, they're yellow.
Yeah, they're very much yellow, if not green.
the way I'm looking at the wall.
I don't
I
see
guess
it.
like
peach.
the hue that it's like giving off. is
Yeah.
a little-
Yeah,
That's what we're
that's
kinda
true.
going for.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh,
It's a little bit
bit
better.
better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, too orange.
I wish you could all see this.
This is great for an audio.
Right?
Hear it.
Well, that's better. Not really, but
Just so everyone knows, the room is now peach toned.
Just so everyone knows, that was a social experiment, and I put
all
it back
failed.
to the way I had it before.
No.
because you made it more green, so obviously it looks more peach now.
Y'all thought it was
I don't know if that
different.
made any
It's-
sense.
That did not make any sense at
Well, you
all.
made it more green, and then it
All
went
right,
back.
now is a perfect time to cut.
All right, so this will be our first, probably only, to be honest. Do we plan on playing more than one song?
No.
Let's just see where the wind takes us.
May the wind be ever at your back.
What song do you want to play? Do you want to play?
I don't know. You're gonna hear this next song, and we'll come back after the break.
Maybe we'll tell you what it is later.
Maybe not.
We're
Anyway,
back.
um,
That was
Yeah.
Rental by Brockhampton.
yeah, this
Raise,
is
you
easily
like
one of
them,
my
don't
favorite
you?
songs of 2017. Which brings us nicely into our next section.
Excellent segue.
Oh, I know. It's like we
So we
practiced
planned
this.
it.
So, what was your favorite songs of 2017? They didn't have to come out necessarily in 2017. It's just more of like what
Just
were
something you discovered
you, yeah,
this
what were
year.
you jamming?
Oh, if we're talking about just at any point in time.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going.
I'm a big fan of In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. I don't know
Who is
if
it?
anyone's heard it.
That new?
It's
that new?
one of the best songs of all time. You might know it from Say Anything, or as I know it, from the Benny and June trailer.
Seems too indie for me.
It's a great 80s song. It's pretty great, and I listen to it
Probably not
constantly.
as good as Higher Love.
That wasn't a bad harmony just now.
That was not a recording, believe it or not. That was us just now. Oh shit, that's good. Yeah. So obviously, Brockhampton was a big part of my 2017. I got into them a little before Saturation 2 came out, and then like a month later, Saturation 3 came out.
Yeah, you got me into them during Saturation 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I'm seeing them next month at the House of Blues. And then, I don't know, what else was I listening to? Well, I mean, obviously, the best album of 2017 was Home Like No Place Is There by the Hotelier.
It's also already the best album of 2018.
Yeah, how about that? I can't
Yeah,
that.
I
What an
know.
accomplishment.
Yeah, seriously.
9 songs. What about you, Laura?
My top song that I listened to on Spotify of 2017 was Slide, Calvin Harris.
I swear
I
to
thought you were going to say
God.
Goo Goo Dolls.
No,
My hair.
that was second, so.
2 slides.
But I really liked that Calvin Harris album. I listened to that all summer. And then I guess the biggest mark change in my 2017 was I started listening to a lot more like rap, like Brockhampton type,
Yeah.
like underground-ish stuff that's like not really underground anymore.
Yeah, dude, Street Cult.
But yeah, best band of 2017, best whatever they are of 2017,
Best artist
Boy
collective.
band since One
Yeah.
Direction.
Yeah,
Best boy bands in One Direction.
best boy band since NSYNC.
I think if we're going to talk rap, though, I love Tyler's new album.
It's really good.
It's really good.
I'm glad it got that Grammy nomination. I don't think it will win, but I'm glad it got the Grammy nom.
Yeah, Flower Boy's awesome.
I'm trying to think of what else you can listen to. Besides a million different things.
I mean, you showed me White Reaper this year.
Oh, White
Yes,
Reaper is awesome.
They are
courtesy
a lovely
of
group.
Allie. Allie showed me, and I showed you.
Oh, well, thank you,
And then I
Alex.
saw
You're
them.
very welcome.
I
Yeah,
saw
they're
them in
awesome. They're so
Boston.
cool. I mean, the reason I found them is because of Difficult People. Because
Oh,
they,
that's right. I forgot. They did
Yeah,
the
opening and closing song like for every episode. They're so cool. I love them. I'm so glad that people love them.
Yeah, they were really good live. Actually, I was honestly not expecting them.
They were. Really
They're
good
like one of
live.
the few bands that sound better live, I think, than they do on
Yeah.
record.
You think they sound better live?
Yeah.
Do
Like, I don't
they?
know.
Would you think they did a good job on that audio tree?
I actually can't remember right now.
I just remember
What the audio tree
listening
is.
to the audio tree and like he didn't even try to hit some of those notes, which
I
maybe
love
is for the
olive
best.
tree.
What was the best show you went to this year?
Ooh, that's a
Last
good
year,
one.
rather. Sorry.
Best show. That's a tough one.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
Hey, do you think
know,
Gabe
what is
has been into any festivals?
Gabe, have you been to any festivals this past year?
I've been to 2.
Which ones, Gabe?
Went to Firefly in Delaware and Boston Calling in Guatemala.
Everybody drink.
Yeah.
But no, I've not been to any. But
yeah,
I,
You
know,
didn't go to a single show?
I didn't go to a festival. I meant.
Oh, a festivale, sorry.
Yeah, you were gonna come to Boston Calling, but didn't you have like a wedding?
Oh yeah, I did have a wedding.
Oh, you got married in 2017.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a
happy
double eye
guy.
infection. I couldn't go to the wedding.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I know you had an eye infection. You just should have like told me that you were gonna have an eye infection, so I didn't say I had a +1, and I didn't get seated at the table with everyone and their dates. And everyone all around me had all their dates, and meanwhile next to me, I'm eating my what did I get? I think I got
Salmon.
the steak. I got the steak, and then next to me is a salmon plate, untouched, empty seat, salmon plate. Name tag. Everyone's like, "Oh, where's your date? Where's your date? Oh."
I was at home, miserable,
But
couldn't
I didn't
wear
want to say you had a
contacts
damn
for a
eye
month.
infection. I was like, "Oh, they died." I told Rishi that you died.
Anyway, so another band that I really, really liked this year. My favorite band now, actually, that I got into this year was Grayscale.
Also
I can't
really
talk
good.
about them enough. I've seen them twice now in 2017,
Really?
and they're just so wonderful.
I shouldn't know that you saw them
The
twice. When did you see them?
I saw them with Trophy Eyes, and I saw them at 4 Year Strong's holiday show.
R.I.P.
I think the only show I saw in 2017 was White Reaper. I don't think I went to any other concerts in
Really?
2017. No, I don't think I did. I mean, unless you count Joe Biden's American Promise book
I
tour.
do.
I do.
I
Oh,
do.
we absolutely
Where did
do.
he play for his encore?
Oh, I love him so much. That was my favorite show of 2017.
Oh, I do want to say, okay, sorry. My favorite show, first of all, I'll answer that one. My favorite show was 100% November 22nd at the House of Blues in Boston. It was, listen to this lineup because it was great. The Wonder Years, Real Friends, Knuckle Puck, Moose Blood.
Wasn't that 2016?
No,
That was 2017?
it wasn't. I'm sorry, but it was the best show anyways.
Okay, sorry to do that to you, but my favorite show of 2017 was the Vans Warp Tour.
Vans
Ooh, I was
Warped
working.
Tour.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Not dead
Ooh.
yet. We got this year to go to.
I know.
I do want to say that the Menzingers had like a really great album that came out this year. It was perfect like all the way through. It was really good, and if you guys haven't heard it, I really recommend it.
What was your favorite track?
Probably Bad Catholic, because it was just like really catchy. What else was I jamming? I finally got around to listening to the newest Nick Deep record.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Parachute is
bad.
by far my favorite song off that.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I don't know how the rest of you felt about this, but did you like the newest Lil Uzi album? Because I really did. I feel like you're gonna make fun of me.
I haven't heard it.
I spent too much time in Philadelphia while Lil Uzi was on the come up, so it just completely oversaturated it for me.
No, that's fair. He played UNH 2 years ago. Or, yeah, my freshman year.
Gaben, what about you, my man?
I've been listening to some random things. Like, I don't know, like, specific artists. I've just been listening to mixes, a lot of lo-fi stuff. So,
Oh, don't get me started.
Gabe
No.
listens to those like YouTube live mixes
Yeah.
with like a little anime girl doing homework, and it's just like
That's exactly what I was picturing.
no, it's like there's a little cat in it and everything. It's awesome. I literally toss it on, toss my headphones, and do whatever I'm doing.
and then he sleeps for the rest of the day.
He does that as a full-time job.
Yeah. Well, no. I slept a lot last night, though.
Speaking of
Bragging about how much I
yeah.
slept.
By the
wait,
way,
real quick. Go ahead, Gabe.
if I ever wake up at like 6 o'clock, you can wake me up before that. I won't be mad.
If you
Okay, now we're gonna get into some personal shit right here. We like don't need to do this on the podcast.
No, I was just going to say. Like,
no, let's do
It's
it,
getting
baby.
aggressive.
It's gonna be a therapeutic podcast.
I woke up very confused.
It's gonna be a Tempur-Pedic podcast.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Like the full bed, though, or just like the top layer?
Hey, fun fact: before I started calling that project Basement Bedroom, it was originally going to be called Tempur-Pedic Deathbed.
I remember that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Basement
Throwback.
bedroom's way better.
Thank you.
I agree.
Basement Bedroom can be abbreviated, so you write it all cool without any vowels too. You gotta say it through clenched teeth.
Right.
Also, another artist I got really into towards the end of the year was this 19-year-old from Boston called Claro, who just has like 4 songs out.
Clara's very good.
She's really good.
Yeah, Dream Pop really exploded. Dream
Yeah.
Pop and lo-fi has just been blowing up.
Yeah, Gus blew up like a lot. Would you call him Dream Pop?
I mean, yeah.
No, we see
It's
Gus
not
on
like-
Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are we seeing him this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's
I'm
coming
gonna get
to,
my
what is it,
tickets still.
Shubas or something?
I don't know where he's playing.
I forget what the venues is called, but
I
it's
gotta
near
buy
here.
some makeup.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the same venue we went to?
I don't think he's playing. He's not playing the Metro.
don't
Is he?
think so.
No, I think it's called like Shubas or something.
I have no clue then.
Shoegaze.
Shoegaze.
not a genre, you
You
freaking
fucking
bagel.
bagel.
Link in description.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Have you guys talked about the Pauls yet? How can you have a podcast without talking about the
don't
Pauls
need
on
to
it?
bring
And
up
on
the
that
balls.
note, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah, I love Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Paul Ryan.
Oh, that was a
Paul
good
Giam-
one. Paul Giamatti though.
Hands
He
down,
had
the
a
best
great
Paul.
year.
I hope
seen-
he did. I hope Paul Giamatti had a wonderful
Have you guys seen this Big Fat Liar movie? Astounding.
Great
Paul
soundtrack.
Rudd, host of Kid Nation. Paul Rudd.
Let's talk about Jimmy.
Jimmy John?
Which one?
There were so
All the
many good
Jimmys.
Jimmys
So-
that happened this year.
2017
There
was
were.
the year of the Jimmy.
2017 was the year of the Jimmy.
It 100% was. Let's see. I met David's cat named Jimmy.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. His full name is Ranger Jimmy Dangler.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. That cat was like actually scary. I met little 8-year-old Jimmy from a little place in New Mexico. Yeah, called Bonanza City. He unfortunately moved back to New Hampshire after only like 4 days.
I have no idea
But-
what you're talking about, so I can't imagine.
This is a lovely television show called
Kid Nation?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard of it. The
Oh.
entire thing is free on YouTube. And
Oh,
it's
is that Jimmy? It's hosted by Paul Rudd.
It's not hosted by Paul Rudd.
It's the best piece of
I believe his name
television.
is Jonathan. Jonathan, what's the host name?
It's
I don't
Paul
remember,
Rudd's
but-
younger New Mexican brother.
We're not going to get into Kid Nation right now. We'll have a whole episode
that's
dedicated to
not
that
fair to
later.
everyone.
We should have a whole
Everyone
podcast
go look it
dedicated to
up.
Kid Nation.
Oh my god.
Do you think there's like a Kid Nation fandom and they've done the podcast yet?
Is there a subreddit?
It's not that big.
Is it?
It's
No,
not
there's
that
no-
big.
it's
And people liked it when it came out, and they had like there was like fan YouTube videos of it and like Reddit
Oh my
forums
God,
about
yeah,
it.
there
But
were.
like,
I'm gonna, oh, there is a
Well,
subreddit. I was about to
Michael
look.
from Kid Nation did an AMA like in
Yes.
2014.
yeah,
I
See if there's
think.
any good shit on here.
We went to AMA today.
Oh, we did go to AMA. that's a place where they have all the Reddit AMAs. But yeah, he did an AMA like a few years ago, and like that it didn't go viral or anything, but it was like still a pretty popular thread.
People care.
Like people were attentive to the fact that someone from Kid Nation had just done an AMA on Reddit. Like if you cared about someone doing an AMA about Kid Nation, you knew about it.
R/Kid Nation has 3 subscribers.
I mean, the show came out 10 years ago.
One of them's Allie, one of them's Ray's, and the third one is Allie and Ray's.
The third one is Michael.
It's the best show of all time.
Yeah, we can talk about it on another podcast.
Yeah, we'll do
we'll get
once
into
everyone
it.
sees it, we'll do a whole thing discussing it. The Kid Nation episode. It'll be 6 hours long.
What if we did full reaction videos?
Oh my god.
But it's like they're already what?
That's what
like
our videos are gonna be.
360p like
Yeah.
Allie, they're already what, like 360p, like just like
They're so bad.
uploaded, so they'd be like tiny in the corner.
Yes, that's all I've ever wanted.
We'll do it with Cody Co. Cody Co.
My dad.
You know
Some big
Cody Co's seen
Cody
Kid
Co
Nation.
had some big releases in 2017.
Cody Co. That's some of the best releases of 2017.
Cody Chode.
We all have to sigh at the same time, and then it'll go. And now it's like you put like the little dream
I'll
effect
put
in.
some reverb on in post.
No, I want to do like we're going into we're all sharing like a memory.
And then
It's like that Chelsea Pearly bit when she's like at dinner parties. And you're like, everyone eventually runs out of stuff to say, and then there's that moment where everyone just goes, and then I panic and I'm like, so how much money does everyone make?
We were talking about that the other day. I love that moment. I thrive on that
Right, we
moment.
were talking about that the other day.
Oh, right. Back in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lucas was saying how he hates when people try and fill in the end of conversations when, like, there should be a silence.
Which is unfortunate because that's what I'm trying to do this whole
that's what
podcast.
basically a
About
podcast
that,
is.
actually.
A podcast is just podding those casts, man. You're just casting pods everywhere, man.
got it.
Frybot.
Frybot. What if our podcast was just exclusively discussing POD?
Oh, shit.
And
That would be a podcast.
The cast of POD.
When are
The
you
cast of POD.
When are you gonna come up with a name for your fan base of the podcast? And
When
what
we
will it
have
be?
one.
We're gonna call them the Dizzy Boys.
Oh, okay.
The Dizzy Boys, yeah.
Okay, not bad.
It's a gender neutral.
It's gender neutral boys, though.
Oh, just because
Gender
you
neutral boys.
say it is, it's gender
Yeah.
neutral.
Yeah, that's how this works, Laura.
The dizzy people,
Lawrence.
the dizzy folks.
Dizzy people.
The Dizzy, wait, Dizzy.
My dizzy guys.
The Dizzy folk.
The Dizzy folk.
Dizzy folk.
I feel like Dizzy Boy sounds better because you can go boy.
Yeah,
should
because
have
you're
done that.
sexist. That's why you think it sounds better.
I'll have you know.
We should have an ASMR episode.
We should have an answer.
Everyone just blow on your mic.
Sorry.
Dizzy Boys podcast.
I'm sorry.
Done goofed.
First of all, I'm not even a part of this podcast. I'm just a guest.
We're the dizzy girls. We're this week's dizzy girls.
Knocking shit over and trying to make up
Just
new
kidding,
ideas
I
for
hate
more
that I just
podcast
said that.
episodes.
The Dizzy Gals.
Hey, can we talk about the fact that I now have Laura on tape referring to herself as the Dizzy Girl?
Yes.
We're the Dizzy Girls.
Stop the presses. We need to have Carl on an episode of this right now.
Fly him out.
He'd love doing that, honestly.
Yeah, I 100% believe that. Can we get a recording of his band to play at least?
What would you talk about?
Yes.
What would you ask my dad? Carl
just
is my
tell him to
father.
talk for like an
anyone
hour.
that
Yeah.
We'd hand the reins over to him.
We'd say, Carl, what's pissed you off in 2017?
And he would just
You
go
go,
on a
well, I
rant.
don't have a
And
son.
then,
He would just go on a rant about me.
yeah, and then I'd say an hour later, we'd be like, sorry.
Alternatively, you should also have my father on the show.
True.
They should
I'm
both be
very
on the show.
different.
Oh, wait.
The Dizzy Dads.
Yeah,
The Dizzy Dads.
Two opposite dizzy dads.
Imagine our parents interacting.
I know.
It'd
Yeah.
be like one of those BuzzFeed videos. It's like, we got one father from this background and one father from this background.
God.
And then you have them like kiss in a room or something like that. I don't know. What does BuzzFeed do nowadays?
They do like truth or drink or some shit like that.
No, the
that's
Try
cut.
Guys. The
Cut.
Try
It's a
Guys have
different channel.
blown up.
My father doesn't
I
drink.
hate to
so-
say it.
Is that 3 boys or like TRY?
It's both actually. Well, they're interchangeable guys, but there's always 3 of them. There's two of them, and then a cameraman.
And they
but
just kiss?
I hate that I've watched so many of these videos. But like like the worth it videos. It's like we got a donut that was $1, a donut that was $10, and a donut that was $400.
I love
Which
those,
one
though.
was the best?
Yeah.
I know. But I put them on like the same category of shit that I love watching as like HGTV Tiny House Hunters.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I have
It's like
no problem.
me watching 4 weddings is like also.
I would love having
like
a
BuzzFeed.
tiny house.
Would you?
Yeah.
I would hate
Laura,
it.
I hate to say it, I could absolutely see you being one of those people on Tiny House Hunters who's like, it's a little small.
I honestly hate having stuff. I'm trying to be better at minimalism this year.
Minimalist.
Keyword
Hear
crack.
this
Bam.
bitch? Can you tell she goes to school in New Hampshire?
Have you met a UNH student? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's. Oh,
Yeah, we know half of them.
What did I say about them the other day?
About what, UNH students?
Yeah.
They're all really smart and respectful people.
Yes,
Hashtag not
that's what it
sponsored.
was. That's what it was. Yeah.
That never have racist day drinks.
What?
Go on.
Wait, what?
You know Cinco? There's a whole thing with UNH,
Oh, yeah.
like Cinco this
that's
year.
right.
Okay, Cinco.
Yeah.
I approved it though. I gave it
Cinco.
that.
Oh right.
I gave it that.
He gave it
We all became
the Mexican
allies that
mustache
day.
of approval.
Riz. Cinco, good times.
Cinco was an interesting time.
It was a time.
I
Remember,
got a text from Billy at 7 a.m.
Remember before-
Says, "Wake up! Can we start drinking?"
before we started this podcast when we were talking about not incriminating ourselves?
You guys are incriminating yourselves. I'm good.
Oh, because he said I'm good. He's good.
Oh, you're exonerated from all charges.
You know what I found the other day when we were, or the other day? Sorry, you know what I found 2 months ago when we moved here?
Was it the movie Hall Pass on Blu-ray?
Ugh, I wish.
No, it was We Bought a Zoo.
Oh, we bought a
wish.
zoo.
We Bought a Zoo. With Matthew Damon.
The best
With
movie
Matthew
of all time.
Damon.
Damone.
Matthew damned on. Hell yeah.
Damn Daniel.
Damn if you do, damn if I don't.
In the graffiti room of the Dwight Lofts, one of the Columbia buildings, someone unironically painted like a "We Bought a Zoo" quote on the floor. Like
And on that
it was
note,
supposed to be
this
inspirational.
podcast will never have another episode.
Please explain what a graffiti room is.
graffiti
It
room?
sounds self-explanatory, but I just want to make sure.
The best thing about the graffiti room is that we can't legally purchase like spray cans of paint, so it's just like people like go in there with paintbrushes and shit.
Okay, what is it though?
Paint things. It's just a white room in the old dorm building I used to live in that people go in, like they repaint it white at the beginning of every year. And then
love
you just
art
go
school.
in
I was just thinking this is such an art school.
and
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
can
this
just
is like-
paint shit wherever we want to.
Oh my god.
That is just art school.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a nutshell.
It is.
Other colleges just do that on the walls anyway. It's not allowed though.
It's just not.
The school doesn't permit it. Yeah, the school doesn't encourage it.
yeah.
So much money does everyone make?
So who's adopted?
What?
I mean,
The next
Part of
line
the bit.
Oh,
the bit,
I'm sorry.
you know?
I'm sorry.
You gotta keep up with the bits,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
if you look at my childhood photos, I look adopted though. All my, it's terrible. I do not look like any
in
of
a
my family.
of Italians where Gabe is a little Asian boy.
Yeah.
If you look at my childhood photos, don't do it. Anyway.
Me neither.
If you look at Ray's childhood photos, he looks like a kitten.
It's because he is a kid.
I don't know if
I
that's
was cute
true.
for a period of time when I was a kid, and then I got really ugly really quick.
And then what happened?
then-
I
the
was
glow up.
I got uglier progressively until
Oh, you were such an ugly kid.
yeah,
Oh my
really, really
God.
bad. Yeah.
Oh, it was bad.
I honestly hate when I say that I was an ugly kid and someone was like, "Oh no, you were cute."
No,
I
you weren't.
genuinely
Don't let
I am
anyone ever tell you that.
self-aware right
yeah,
now.
genuinely, I was not.
Yeah. No. Oh my god, that picture of us in middle school band came up in like Facebook memories the other day. It scared the shit out of me. Mitchell looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
What'd you look
Robbie
like?
looks pretty much the same, except he
I had
doesn't
the
have
long
Explain for our
hair.
listeners.
It was like 7th grade, I think, right?
Yeah, Ray's has straightened hair down
True.
to his
Oh,
shoulders.
right. I used to
Yeah.
have a picture of it, and Ray's made me get rid of it.
Oh,
True.
It's literally on Facebook.
I can't believe that's
Yeah.
you're the same.
I tried to find
person
it again.
That I remember seeing.
I
in the
added. I put them.
hallways.
I unprivated them all on Facebook because I was like, "Fuck it."
Oh, you did?
know?
Okay. Good.
Thank
I'll
God.
read down.
You gotta just own that shit. Except for Billy. Fuck Billy. Well, Billy looks like a fat.
It's because he was a fat. Can I say that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Now he's the skinny one.
See, the problem is that you guys didn't know little chubby Billy.
Oh, I knew Little
Oh, is it time for the story? All right, story time. All right, this brings us to our next segment, story time with Lucas. So,
Not clickbait.
Sponsored though.
all right, so back in the day,
Sponsored by Fat Billy.
we all used to do Cub Scouts. And so
Lines of Coke.
that's all it was. They just gave us Mountain Dew and blow. That's it. But no, so we all did Cub Scouts, and our good friend Billy Shield used to just run around, and I don't know if it was for the attention or if he actually thought it was funny. I mean, he must have thought it was funny, but he would literally just run around. We're probably all about 6 years old, just hitting everyone he could find as hard as he could in the balls. And
I think he still does that.
I was just
No.
about to say, I think he.
until one day when he stopped. And the reason that he stopped is because
Should we have asked him if this was okay? Whatever, just do
no,
it.
my balls still hurt. No, but no. So one day,
I can never have kids.
our good boy, our good baby boy, Mike Totten, notices a puddle of water on the table. For like no particular reason, there's just some water on the table. Somebody must have spilled. And he goes, Billy peed on the table. And
A true
Little did we
hero.
know.
and that would sound like a ridiculous thing to say had Billy not got way too defensive. like obviously Billy didn't pee on the table unless Billy peed on the table. But he goes, Billy peed
We're not
on the
against
table.
peeing on tables around here. Are we
And
gay?
Story for another day. Story for another day.
and Billy got so defensive, he started crying and then left.
Oh wait, this got really sad.
Did it?
And no, and then he never. Well, I won't say never, but
can
in
never
less
say
of a
it.
serial fashion, he stopped punching everybody in the balls.
Do you have my favorite story?
It just like really took him down a notch.
I really knocked him right down, you know?
He's never been the same since.
Anyway, I think that's a perfect time to cut to another musical break. What are we thinking?
Let's cut to.
We should probably go Higher Love at this point, right?
I think we have to go. Higher Love.
All right, this is
Give the
Higher
people what they
Love.
want. And we're back. I just want everyone to know that Jeremy Jordan had the flu when he recorded that scene from Smash.
He had the flu.
Impressive. So we thought for our
anyways.
final segment, our lovely friend Billy Shield has had quite the year.
These are our favorite Billy Shield moments
Exactly. Of 2017.
of 2017. We stopped. We ended the last section with a. Well, I don't know what year that was.
Maybe 2000.
It was the early era. of
2002,
Billy.
2003?
Maybe.
Early Buffalo years when he was a little bison. That's how that works, right?
All right, so Lawrence, take it away.
Okay, so this is objectively the best Billy Shield moment of 2017.
I think of all time.
Yeah, probably of all time. He came to visit me and my roommate Megan at UNH. What?
Lyndon.
The president.
Yeah, Lyndon Johnson. And we went out to a party. And
My cousin's 21st birthday.
Yes, Ray's cousin's
Oh my God.
21st birthday because she goes to UNH because everyone goes to UNH. And we all made it back to my room. We were sleeping there. Billy was slightly intoxicated. And long story short, the cops ended up in our room at around 3 a.m. Billy was passed out in a chair,
Sitting up,
sitting up. Yeah, passed out, sitting up.
clutching a.
He wasn't clutching anything. He was just.
But if he had been
was
clutching
holding
something, it
himself.
would have been a Four Loko.
I thought he was clutching a
They
Four
like
Loko.
didn't pay any mind to him though. That's the
No,
thing.
yeah. Then they turned around
And they were like, "Hey, you
and they
good?"
said, "Who is this?" Yeah. And he wouldn't wake up, even though there were 3 cops standing over him.
He like it was one of those things where you're like. He like when
Ray's
you're like.
was there, by the way.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like when someone's so drunk that they're like kind of don't really have their eyes open
Yeah.
completely. So he didn't really believe that there were cops in the room.
Yeah. And then so the cops kind of shook him, and he just fired off our favorite Nick Coletti quote.
He said to this cop, he threw up what the kids call the deuces. And he said to a New Hampshire police state officer, he said, "Suh, dude, it's Nick Coletti with your Red Bull wake-up call."
Let's hear
And I
it. Let's
almost
hear it with the
passed
right
out.
cadence.
He said, "Suh, dude, it's Nick Coletti with your Red Bull wake-up call." And they said, excuse me. Which then Billy realized they were actual cops.
Yeah.
Stood up as straight as he possibly could, the poor thing.
And said, William Shield, criminal justice major, University of Albany, which is all true. So.
And then the police took him to prison.
Not jail. It wasn't jail. It was prison.
It was the county prison.
Yeah, Stratford. Shout out to Stratford County.
Hashtag not sponsored.
So we woke up the next day with several missed calls from Stratford County Jail, and we didn't know what any of them were. Somehow we didn't think of that. So we call our friend who's also staying at UNH that night,
He had a
and
car.
he's the only one with a car. Yeah, so he comes over, and we all start heading to where his car was parked. It's a blizzard, by the way. It's really snowing, and
It was like February.
Yeah.
It was like first weekend or second
Yeah.
weekend in February.
And our friend, his name is Adam, reached into his pocket and he was like, "Oh shit, I don't have my keys." So we go back to my room, tear the room apart. Can't find the keys anywhere.
Go back to my cousin's place, tear that place apart, can't find the keys anywhere.
We found out that someone jumped onto her roommate's car the night before and shattered the windshield.
And like caved in the roof.
I honestly just
What?
assumed it was
I
Billy.
didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we had to call an Uber. We found the only Uber in the area during this blizzard.
Which was like a deaf, like pirate.
Yeah, 70 years old. He made a joke about beating his wife on the
He
way
made
there
several jokes about beating
that we
his wife.
ignored.
We all three of us sat in the back.
Yeah, by this point it's 3 p.m. So Billy's been in prison, this long.
For
12
at least
hours.
12 hours.
At least 12 hours, yeah. So we finally get out there, and we go inside. He's the only one besides the cops in this prison. There was a prison yard, by the way, barbed wire. It was a prison, not a jail.
Yeah, it was.
That's how we
Did
knew.
we ever figure out why they didn't just like throw him in the
No,
drunk
we still have
tank
no
or take
idea.
him to jail?
Yeah, no,
I
it was
think
really far away.
just
It was like
state op.
20
Yeah.
minutes away.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we have to sign for him for the rest of the day to bail him out or whatever
You're
it was. we
forgetting
had
what
to
he
do.
was wearing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I am forgetting.
The theme of the party the night before was snow pants or no pants. So we go to get this little buffalo out of this county prison, and he is still wearing snow pants and a Pug-tato t-shirt. A t-shirt with a picture of a pug wrapped in aluminum foil as if it was a baked potato.
Thank you. So Adam is signing, saying that we'll take responsibility for whatever else he does that day, which I wasn't really planning on.
Taking responsibility.
Yeah. sign that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be signing that. But then they give us the list of the things they had written down, which is everything that Billy had on him when he was, taken in or whatever.
Arrested is the word you're looking for.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he was arrested in my room. And on it was 3 sets of keys. He had everyone's keys. And we
God.
still don't know why or how he did. Yeah, them.
No, he only 2 of them. Like one of them was his and one of them was Adam's, and then the other ones we didn't know where he
No,
got.
we don't know where he got a 3rd set of keys.
I'm pretty sure he just took them from the party somewhere.
Yeah.
They were probably that car that was smashed in.
Oh god.
Wait, did Billy do that?
I don't
To
think
this day,
so.
we don't know.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
I'm sure Billy doesn't remember.
I actually spoke to someone recently who lived in that apartment complex last year, and she said they never figured out who it was. So
Oh my god. How can someone just got up and walked out of it? They're like, yeah, brush that off my shoulder. It's like, looking good, car. Let's go. So that later that day, Billy and I were heading back from UNH back to Chelmsford, and I just wasn't really feeling that well. And I didn't know if it was like, just because of the night before or whatnot. But whatever. So I was like, I'll try to sleep this off. I was feeling like we went and ate at the dining hall before we left. And so we're in the car, we're driving home. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna try to sleep this off. I'm feeling like really gross and stuff. And so I wake up and I'm like, oh, I do not feel good at all. And I attempt to roll the window down. And Billy, trying to mess with me, locks my window. And so I puke all over his fucking yes, I puke all over his fucking
Raising
door.
projectile vomits.
Oh my god.
And because I had strawberry ice cream beforehand, it was a beautiful hue of
and it ruined all the circuits in that door.
Yeah.
yeah. We took the door off, we cleaned it up. We yeah.
Have we thought of a name for that story yet?
I don't know. But
It's the
The great.
the other kicker of the story is
the
that
great
Billy
Red Bull
never
call.
got served any
Bull
paperwork.
wake up.
He just got up. Nothing happened to him after that. He
Yeah,
didn't-
they just like
He didn't have to go to court. Nothing happened. He was charged with nothing.
The reason he called Adam, they like gave him his phone for a little bit.
Right.
So call Adam.
Yeah.
So I like to think that he got his phone, opened Tinder, and started swiping right as fast as he could.
He called us while we were in the car, while we were in the Uber on the way. It was a blizzard. We were trying to not die with this Uber driver, and he was like, "Hey, where are you guys? How many phone calls do you get, Billy?"
I think that would be a great name for it. Just a great wake-up call.
Yeah, the great wake up call. The great wake up call.
I liked it after it happened, and like it was just you and I in the room because everyone was taken out by some form of law enforcement. I like that you and I were just like, let's just go to fucking bed.
And I don't know.
Let's just go to fucking bed.
Not, hey, we should probably like find out where they're going or anything.
No,
let's go to bed.
You and I were just like, no, we can't do any more of this.
That's fantastic.
We're gonna go to bed.
And then when I woke up, the first thing
bed.
that I thought of wasn't that Billy had been arrested and was in prison. I rememred that an hour after I woke up.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think we were talking about shit. Like we were like, hey, you want to get like coffee or something?
Where'd they take Billy?
Prison.
I have a real
Great
quick
friends.
I have a real quick Billy story. Just a fantastic moment. Ray's was there, but he was incapacitated. So Billy's been known to have a little get together, a little soiree, a little social gathering at his parents' house from time to time.
I can't even think of which time this was.
Yeah.
I have been given no clue yet.
And so we had put Ray's to bed. And
In Mariah's bed.
In Mariah's
Oh,
bed.
that day, okay.
Per usual.
That's Billy's
And
sister.
That day, that's like every day.
And so then we go downstairs and we're tidying up Billy's house.
Oh, hell yeah.
As people do. And Billy has a glass of water. He's like multitasking. He's doing something else, and he drops
He has his
the glass.
giant boot too.
Oh my goodness.
We're getting there, Damon. As Billy drops the glass, he tries to save it with his foot. But Billy what did he do? Like he sprained his ankle or something just going for a run because it
I have
wasn't
no
broken.
clue. He just really fucked up his legs somehow.
Yeah, no, he messed up
Yeah, he
his
said
legs.
that he got a
was-
stress fracture from going on a run or something.
Yeah.
He's skinny now, so.
Yeah, it's
No,
skinny
I
Billy.
think
Who's to
he-
say?
Maybe it was his first run.
No, he did the first time he had ever run. But so he has this big old boot on and he goes to save the glass, and instead of like cushioning the fall, he punts it straight into the glass on his parents' oven.
And just shatters.
And it's tempered glass, so it explodes. Like it doesn't crack. It's not
Like
it's not
everything had
small.
withstood the entire party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this shit.
One of
We
the
were like
first
almost done
parties
cleaning
where
too.
Yeah, one of the first parties where nothing had broken, and Billy just actually punts a glass into the glass of his oven.
Same time, because that was over the summer.
We all just kind of stood there for a second. And
We,
we
like,
were
it
just
was
like,
silent.
how did that happen?
It was silent. Everyone started laughing that was in the
Because
room.
it wasn't just him dropping the glass. He was like, whoa, and he like bobbled it a little bit before.
He balled
It
it
was
and
absolutely
punted it.
incredible.
His house is
Yeah.
definitely like one of those spots, like the Bermuda Triangle, where like reality's like lap
Yeah.
over or something, and like things just fall into like nothingness.
Yeah.
Things fall into limbo.
Yeah, it's just a place where podcast-worthy stories happen.
Yeah.
No, my favorite one of his parties that he had was like,
We're doing 2017 right now. What year is this? You have to specify.
I'm sorry, it wasn't 2017, but it's still worthy.
I know what
year
year I'm
is it?
saying. I'm asking.
I think it was probably still 2015 because we had just all gone off to college.
Okay.
It was like the first time he had come back.
Okay. So maybe like Thanksgiving or something?
No. It was like second week in September. Like
Oh,
hadn't
right,
gone to
because
school
I
yet.
hadn't left yet.
Yeah, but he had already come back.
Yeah.
Twice probably.
Yeah.
We're just like hanging out in his basement or whatever, right? You know, like I had just gotten over, and like his mom is just like, Billy, and Billy just yells, I did not have a Hawaiian themed party. And his mom is holding an inflatable like monkey holding a pineapple or something like that.
No,
she's like-
it's an inflatable monkey that's bigger than any monkey that exists in the real world.
No, it was huge. It was big and yellow. It looked like, if anyone knows what Cumberland Farms is, and everyone should, shout out Charles. It's the monkey that looks like the monkey freeze. That's what the flavor's called. It's monkey
Oh,
freeze. It's a
oh,
big
yeah.
yellow monkey,
Yeah.
and he's got icicles on him.
Yeah.
He's
That
my
monkey did
favorite.
not have icicles.
I'm familiar.
An icy boy.
Icy boy.
All right, well, this has been another lovely episode of
I get really dizzy sometimes. Podcast version.
thank you to our lovely guests, Laura Hohenstein and Allie Belair.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks
You're
for
welcome.
having us.
It's
I'll be
a
back.
pleasure.
Laura
Allie
didn't seem, Laura didn't
You'll
seem
see-
too
you'll hear
happy
it.
just now.
No.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, go back and listen to Laura just saying thank you. That sounded not genuine.
Insincere.
I paid $120 to be here, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, if you want to be on the podcast, just PayPal us. We repost your song on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Follow us on Patreon.
Comment down below if you think Laura was genuine.
Comment down below if you realize that Laura doesn't exist. It was Allie acting.
It was just me doing two voices this whole time.
All right, well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Smash that motherfucking like button.
Peace out, guys.
Pillage that subscribe button.